The link should go live on YouTube like 30 seconds after we start. So if anybody wants to look at it, they can just hop on the YouTube channel and it'll publish almost right away.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I've had a few people ask, and Joe's always had to like send it around. So if it's live and as soon as we go live, then I'll let him know next time.
It's like 30 seconds. So if they just go to the channel, they'll see it.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't get the techno music. What happened to techno?
I know.
Ambiance.
I'm somewhere on 17, and my bandwidth is at around 15 or 20.
Yep.
So I was more worried today. Hey, let's start this thing. Why not?
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Let's get our chat overlay going. Dalius is there. He's in techno.
Oh, even Dallas is calling out the no techno.
I know. I'm somewhere off the highway on 17. Coming home from the city. All right. Yeah. Almost sounds like something in Star Wars.
Yeah, almost like CSI like.
I know my lighting over here. It's like I'm in CSI. All right, let's pull up some stuff. Some of these days are crazy. All right, I'm going to send you this link, guys. Bayless, thanks for the waiting. These days are crazy. Nope, I can hear myself.
It is pretty cool what you can do from the side of the road in a crypto van, Joe.
It is.
I must admit.
It's a whole new world, right? All right, it has been sent. We are live. Crypto Chat Live. Shaun Neal, Keith Carpentier, me, Joe Floccari at the top box. Let's go to the markets. All right, I had a green day in the markets. I have not seen anything today because I'm working all day. Looks like we've been peaking at 50, bouncing off 50 all day. We can't pass 50. Ethereum really it's stayed around 32, 33. Even though Bitcoin's moving up, I haven't seen Ethereum moving up the same. It seems like it's moving up a little slower.
Yeah, man, but the only story, Joe, you were busy all day, but the only story was Biddy hit 50. That's it. Yes. Drop the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Hit 50. Doing that typical bounce at the 50 mark.
Which is fine, but remember just a couple of weeks ago, we were all talking about, is this a dead cat bounce? When it ran up to 35, 40. Nope, no dead cat there. I think it was a really strong psychological win today just to put the 5 handle on Bitcoin.
Hope I never have to hear dead cat bounce. Go ahead.
There was thing too that I noticed, just glancing at some CoinGecko rankings. A lot of times you'll see just an across the board very high correlation of all of the quote unquote altcoins, all going green. Today you didn't see that. There was some coins that were up and some coins that were down. And so I see, I feel like maybe the market is maturing and that you're seeing actual differentiation between some of the different coins that are in the top 100, and maybe some people identifying that certain coins have value and have uniqueness to them rather than just everything going green as a sector. So I thought that was interesting.
It's funny you say that, Shaun. I look forward to us coming up with new terminology because really there's Bitcoin and then everybody else, which we call, altcoin, but it's such a huge universe now. It'll be nice to see some new terminology enter the marketplace to help kind of put a finer point on that.
Yeah. I saw Axie Infinity was in the top 100 as a BEP20 coin, which is kind of crazy, a token. Wow. But it's got a $600 million market cap right now.
Wow.
So that's like, it's for real. That's really real.
hopefully that day comes sooner than later where everything's not just following Bitcoin. Because I feel like, yeah, it's true. Everything just follows Bitcoin. I
Yeah.
thought this last drop, Ethereum and a couple of Cardano were trying to pull themselves away, but then once it crashes, it all crashes.
And I think part of that is that there's so many derivatives of crypto in the top 100 even. So you see things like wrapped Ether, wrapped Bitcoin. So these are just they're going to follow and correlate one to one with some of the headline ones. And so I think you get that kind of action just because it's so self-referential. Crypto.com is in the top 100. The crypto.com token is a top 100 token. Which it's more of that self-feeding thing. So I think once you start to see some coins differentiate with use cases beyond just crypto for crypto's sake, I think we'll start to see some of those divergence.
Yeah, totally agree. The use case will tell the tape, and then you'll have a mature segmented market. And we'll be talking about various sectors in the crypto market instead of this broad brush of altcoins.
Yep.
Well, you want to go into your we haven't do we have our boys up here right now so we can start talking about DynaMMO gaming or anything? I'm trying
I think that the Axie Infinity, Joe or Shaun, is a really nice segue into the news about the game, which I think is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a couple of demos by the end of this week. So we'll have like a proof of concept marketplace where you can purchase characters and land. I'll have some screenshots of the different plots of land that'll be for sale. We'll have the ability to get in very cheap. We want to make this extremely accessible, and so there'll be some starter ones. But then we'll have some ones that are more expensive. And the idea is to try to get coins flowing around. So definitely we'll have some screenshots over the next couple of days, and then a playable demo. I think what I'm going to do is link it directly in the wallet. So I've created a play to earn button. So we'll put it on the button, and there'll be a link on that screen that'll take you to a distribution page. We'll probably use itch.io to get more exposure as well. But for that, we'll allow them to distribute the binaries. It does have to be closed sourced, unfortunately, because the Unreal Engine marketplace assets can't be shared open source. So this will be a commercial product sponsored by the foundation, but we will be publishing something by Friday.
Blockchain John in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up your gameonomics. I didn't know if you wanted to go over it all or.
Yeah, we can talk through that a little bit.
The other day. So this is the DynaMMO. I guess how the DynaMMO game is going to work, right?
Yep. So there's really three sources of quote unquote revenue, which are everything is in DynaMMO, in and out. So this will cause people to want to acquire DynaMMO and also cause people to want to sell DynaMMO, right? So just getting coins moving. But the idea is you can buy some starter characters. They're very basic characters. You can buy more advanced characters once players have leveled them up, and those are going to be on a marketplace. And then you can buy land, and land will have some benefits to your characters. And so the revenue will be from character purchases, from land purchases, and then from the marketplace asset transfers. We'll charge a small tax, like 3 or 4%, when you sell something in the secondary market. All of those DynaMMO go into a community pool, and then we will distribute out the community pool to players. So 90% of it goes to players. Every time you win a game, you get some kind of token that's redeemable for DynaMMO. It's a share of the pot. The 5% will go to the foundation for the overhead costs of running everything, right? This takes a lot of servers, and we're going to be hiring programmers and all that kind of stuff. And then 5% goes to DynaMMO holders. And I haven't exactly figured out how we're going to try to do that, but we'll reward people for holding a certain amount of DynaMMO on a per wallet basis. So that's the gist of it. $600 paywall. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, we're going to keep it very inexpensive. Starter characters at like 1 or 2 Dynamo. So we want wide adoption. We don't want to create any friction or barriers to doing this, and we will make it easy to purchase Dynamo with fiat. As we said before, we'll have the ability to just buy like $10. We'll buy you 10 Dynamo or something like that, payable by a credit card, PayPal, etc.
Okay.
Yep.
I have some shots of the game too. I didn't know. I've seen what else is over here on this page.
Oh, the little pop-up chat came up here. Sorry. Yeah, that gives some examples. I did pin that in the Discord chat. So if anybody wants to go look at some of the ideas that we're tossing around, none of this is finalized yet. This is just sort of a framework, but it'll give you some idea about what we can do.
So Shaun, is the thought process that for Friday's Wine and Dine, we'll have something to show the community? What's today, Monday?
Yeah, absolutely. We could definitely have a playable demo by Friday. Yep. You'll be able to walk around in the world. We can demonstrate a character walking around, and viewing the houses and the land, and jump from land to land. I probably won't have any combat playable by then, but we can I can show maybe some samples of what it might look like, but I don't think it'll be playable yet. But definitely we'll be able to walk around in the virtual world.
Great. Yeah, the visuals will be important. Joe, we'll have to figure out how to live stream the game.
Yeah, we can make that work. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
I can go through OBS and go that way.
Yep.
Okay.
And we should caveat and say, look, we are, in order to move quickly, we're using all kinds of marketplace assets. So these will be just purchased from third parties or stuff I've already bought. There's a huge array of fantasy themed characters and monsters and houses and land, and all this stuff is already all built. Ultimately, we probably would create our own assets, but that's where you start to get into millions of dollars and months of development or years of development even. So
version 2.0, Shaun. Version 2.0.
Yep. This is all proof of concept.
Everybody here is going to be, they're kind of beta testers at this point. They're going to be helping out.
Yep. And it's play to earn, Shaun, or Joe, rather.
Yeah.
Let's not gloss over that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's some of the shots. So it's more of a, like Keith and I the other day. Keith is a big Dungeons and Dragons guy. So
well, that's right, from our
Dynamo Dungeons and Dragons style.
Yep.
And I think it was one of the guys just said that we should name all the DATs on Dynamo different Dungeons and Dragon names.
Oh, okay, yeah. Copyright, but yeah.
Dungeons and Dynamo. There was a lot of good ones that came out of Friday's show.
Here you go. Ready for my starter collection of Dynababies.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure there's a necromancer.
Yeah. Necromancers always get the short shaft in any kind of RPG. So raising the dead is not a really great power. So
so that's like a raising of the dead.
It's like somebody that can spawn zombies or spawn skeletons or something. But necromancers are like always really wimpy, and so they have to use other characters to play for them. And historically, they're pretty hard to play. So. Yep.
Why do you think a lot of the games have the only one that I see that is outside the box of this MMO type of gaming? Why is that up? My email is up. It seems like it's all that fantasy, medieval time. There's only one game that where it's horse racing, but the rest of like the same style of gaming. It's the medieval times of fighting. I don't know. Just an observer.
Because it's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there's just a huge fan base to draw from on all that kind of stuff. Whether it's sci-fi or anime or fantasy MMO, those three mainstay genres just have tens of millions of people that are going to be drawn to them. So yeah, it's just an easy thing to go after.
Trying to pull up the other stories. Everybody, I've had a long day. I'm racing around to get the stories up.
I
Trying
did.
to-
I did publish the web wallet just about an hour ago.
Great.
It's NFT enabled, so you can create your own NFTs on chain, and it all works. I did an end-to-end test and was able to upload some images and post them, and then view them in the web viewer. So that's all working. I still need to work on doing a sending an NFT to somebody else, and then being able to search and list your own NFTs. All that stuff is pretty simple, and I'm going to pass that off to the other two developers because I want to get working on the game. So now the foundation is very solid. I feel comfortable that I can turn the code base over to the two other developers to add those additional features over the next few days.
That's awesome.
Yep. I just wanted to get everything in place, and it actually came up good. So yeah.
Tomorrow, I'd love to get some time with you. I'd love to see that piece of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
let's see. We can go into this story Keith mentioned about the Afghanistan after what's happened in the last week or so in the news inside Afghanistan's cryptocurrency underground as the country plunges into turmoil. I guess there's a community that's been mining during this unrest. And
I think, Joe, I mean, I think this was like, I don't know, the feel-good story, if there is such a thing with regard to this Afghanistan situation. And I think it really shone a light, on, one of the great strengths of crypto. Now, we all talk about it as a great investment tool and what it's going to do from a business perspective. And then you have the Taliban rolling in and just basically overtaking the country in 5 minutes. And then you get an article like this showing how, some of the locals were using cryptocurrency to preserve their family wealth, to use it as a hedge against spiraling inflation, to enable that cross-border flow, and candidly, just to keep it safe from being confiscated and seized, by a new government authority. I think it really shone a really good light on cryptocurrency. So that story really struck me, and I thought it was one that should definitely be shared.
Yeah, I think crypto being used to circumvent the government always has this sort of negative connotation, like you're doing something bad. But then, when everything falls apart at the seams, like in places like Nigeria with Boko Haram, or and in Afghanistan with the Taliban, right? Like then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait a minute, like there actually is legitimate, going around the government. So yeah, this is a great core use case.
Yeah, great story. Really great story.
Situation where they really need it, and they're able to find an option.
Mm-hmm. And they further went on to say that the banks were all shuttered and closed, so you couldn't even get access to your money. And they did put a finer point on it and say, look, it wouldn't necessarily help them buy bread, tonight. However, it did sort of preserve the asset or the wealth that, a particular family may have worked, a generation to accumulate. So really fascinating. And I think it showed crypto in a really good light.
Yeah. And if things do continue to fall apart, they may start buying bread in Ethereum, right? Because they can, right? Because it circumvents all of those traditional control points. So you may see an acceleration of the El Salvador model out of necessity.
At the same time, it's not like money someone could steal out of a house.
Right, exactly.
That's it. It's all in the blockchain. Nobody can take it. Yeah.
Your house is destroyed. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Governments won't think it's a feel-good story about crypto since it can bypass them. Yes.
Yep.
Can't ever go wrong with LTC. LTC. I haven't thought about Litecoin in a while. I've been so into DynaMMO and
it's still up there. It's mineable, but you can't make much money. Ethereum Classic is probably better, but yeah, Litecoin is still.
I've heard a lot about people thinking about switching to Ethereum Classic, but then I watched Charles Hutchinson the other day talking about the dead end that's coming up with Ethereum Classic unless they raise some money to, fix the chain.
Mm-hmm.
You think the days are numbered? He was talking about how the technology is so old and they need to fully update the whole chain.
Yeah, they've definitely missed out on a bunch of upgrades that Ethereum mainnet have. But when Ethereum goes proof of stake, you may see a good migration. It kind of hovers depending on price between Ethereum Classic and Raven as far as the next most profitable mineable coin. And so they may see a lot of interest. Look. I mean, this is why we did proof of work for DynaMMO, right? I mean, that there is a large contingency of people interested in mining for profit, and when those people shine a light on a currency, it gets liquidity and it gets noticed. So, I don't think necessarily you can't keep the tide of proof of work down.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do next when I can't mine Ethereum anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get a bunch of liquidity. You can mine DynaMMO.
Yeah, exactly. We just need a little more.
Right.
It's easier right now to mine the Ethereum and then just buy DynaMMO.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There was a question on here. Yes, it is. Is the NFT storage on mainnet nodes now?
Yep, absolutely. We're running a few of them. For the foundation is running a few of them to support it. There is a binary that's posted on GitHub where you can run an NFT enabled node. You're sort of doing so out of your own good graces because it's going to chew up some storage, I would guess, pretty quickly, particularly because we're storing the game NFTs on nodes. So that that'll be an issue. But it's definitely been live for a little bit.
I'm just looking through different stuff. I'm not even going to pull up press releases. I've been looking for different stories. But let's see what everybody else has to say. I think there's always going to be that miner coin. Yes. I mean, they tried to make it Raven coin for a long time. Everybody tried hard to like Raven coin, but it's just the only thing you do is mine it and turn around and make sure you get your money out of it real quick.
Yeah.
I know at first you were looking at Raven coin for a while too.
I spent a lot of time in the Raven coin forums trying to bring some order. They're a little bit crazy in the Discord. There's some pretty vocal people who are, I think a little bit destructive to the project, frankly, and it's a little bit unfortunate. I check in about once a week over there, and they're still trying to get some programming done, but it's very tightly controlled at a centralized level, and they're still working on SegWit, which frankly is 2-year-old technology now. So I don't know, they're trying to get some kind of security audit or something, but I hope they can do something with it.
Well, there's always going to be somebody wanting to mine it because it's so long, so somebody else has got to step up. DynaMMO's the one to do it. We just got to get a little bit of liquidity, so it's worth it.
That's right. Liquidity, we set a record today with the number of full nodes out there running. So a lot of good milestones today.
Talk about that. How many do we have now?
I think it was 80 something.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and actually the trade volume has been going up. I'm not sure why, but it's been $150 or $200 a day. Which, frankly, there's a lot of coins that have been out there for 3-4 years that are at that level. So, I'm actually pretty encouraged. Also, considering the friction that Safe Trade has with the fees and the inability to purchase for fiat. I think once we can get it listed on an exchange that has direct purchase, that's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and right now, Shaun, I mean, the only use case is investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get the game out there or any other real world use cases, then it's just boom. It's it's exponential in terms of the the liquidity.
Yep, I think the game is gonna create quite a bit of liquidity.
Do you have any goal of where it's going to be? I mean, we see that I think in India and the Philippines and places like that, it's really where the gaming is happening the most right now. Do you have a area you think it's going to focus on? Because it seems
I think
like
it'll be the same
in the news. Yeah,
it'll be the same kind of thing, right? It'll be where there's wide availability of computers and internet and low wages, particularly in the hospitality industry. So I think that's where we'll be in the same places as what Axie Infinity has penetrated. It'll be the same kind of thing.
Let's see what else we got here.
Shaun, do you know what?
What?
Yeah, Punkcraft's in. Shaun, when did Axie launch? Are they 6 years in? Are they 2 years in? Like what are they? I don't know.
Yeah, 2017 was when they started their development.
Okay.
I think they kind of launched their game in like late 2018, something like that. So they've been around for a while, and then they rode the wave with all the other stuff that's been for the last year. But really, frankly, only in the last 6 months, I think, has it caught any traction. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think this, gaming, play to earn gaming as a sector is getting just a ton of interest now. There's a hackathon that I found. I'm trying to get into, and then I saw a $300 million investment from one of the big crypto heavy hitters.
Yeah, I read that.
In play to earn specifically. So this, and those are long horizon things, right? They're going to spend that money over 2 or 3 years. So there's going to be just this sort of glacial momentum, I think, in play to earn. Yeah. And I think it's for all the right reasons too, right? It's low barrier to entry. It's it's resistant to any kind of regulation. It doesn't have to do with derivatives and futures, right? You're not going to have the SEC down your back. It's if the game doesn't work, it's not like you're going to get sued, right? It's like all these kind of easy things. So it's just a real natural and a low bar to entry.
Yep, totally agree.
Yeah, we got in the news, El Salvador began installing the Bitcoin ATMs, allowing its citizens to convert the cryptocurrency into U.S. dollars and withdraw it in cash. Moving along.
Yeah.
I saw the president of El Salvador. I'm looking for. He called somebody a boomer. He started trolling somebody. Yeah, because somebody disagreed with Bitcoin and he called him a boomer. That was awesome.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, the problem is it's not in the right. It's just still centralized, right? It's not in the realm of decentralized by any stretch of the imagination.
But it's going to be like that. It's really going to be centralized like that in all those countries. I mean, logically, right? The country's going to own that currency.
Yep, it's got to. Otherwise, you can't have an ATM. You're not gonna sit there for 10 block confirmation, which would be over an hour, right? Like you can't sit there to withdraw.
If in the end, if the country owns the $50 million in Bitcoin and the citizens are trading it back and forth, the country can still leverage that $50 million that they own. So, and people are trading it or buying and selling things.
Yeah, it just becomes an accessibility issue, right? It's just so much easier to move it around. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, right? Because they're a net recipient of foreign remittances, right? This is all just a play to make that cheap, easy, and fast.
Yep. It's all the people sending money back from the United States, basically.
Yeah. Yep. And why should the U.S. financial systems get a cut of that when they can
of course
eliminate the middleman?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, here's one for you. I'm just going to read the headline. It could be clickbait, but I'll enjoy the reaction. Bloomberg strategist explains why 30-year U.S. bonds have bullish implications for Bitcoin. I never thought that Bloomberg would be supporting Bitcoin.
Why? Because bonds are going to go down. Yields up.
Here you go. Three amigos. Yep.
A hedge.
As we go.
Huh. So they're saying because the treasury market's getting tanked that people are going to jump into crypto?
Yeah. It seems like I'm surprised to see them say that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they're usually pretty anti-crypto.
Yeah.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
mean, you could see. I don't know. Is crypto inversely correlated to the debt market? I don't know. I guess to yield, it would be maybe. Yeah. I mean, look. What is a treasury? It's the expectation of getting dollars 30 years from now. Who the hell wants dollars right now, right? So.
Yep.
Joe, I can't believe you let Puncraft slide with cognitive dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't believe you let that slide.
Okay,
No one's ever used cognitive dissonance on our show.
well, nobody sees this side. It's usually I have 3 monitors in front of me, and I'm looking at each monitor. I'm talking to you guys. I'm on the side of the highway on 17 in New Jersey, heading to New York. I have 1 monitor, so when I pull up the internet, I can't see you guys anymore. I can't see the questions. Okay, let's go to Puncraft. Look at this. I'm hoping we have enough cognitive dissonance.
Sorry, Dallas. I have to give credit where credit is due.
Crypto tech. It will still have decades of crypto powering among the people before we see centralized control. I think that's why they're jumping in quick. They want to centralize it before it's out of control.
Yep.
They've got to jump in now before it's out of control.
Yep. But
Huge.
as one of the as one of the Ethereum Foundation members told me, as soon as they figure out control, we'll just innovate out of it. We'll just make a new one that's a little bit different, that has some slightly different code or whatever.
Whack-a-mole, fintech whack-a-mole.
We'll always encourage Puncraft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Yeah. I know. I was unprepared as today with a lot of stories, so just running a little.
Well, I think I think
yep.
the wallet is is a great thing that's working.
And the Friday show is going to be huge.
The Friday show,
huge.
I'll step up on Friday.
We'll do some teasers of screen caps in between, but yeah.
Playground is going to be huge. We got to come up with a really good name. Actually, Shaun, we should punt that out to the community too. We need a great name for the game that we could solicit some input from the group.
Wasn't Blockchain John? He had a couple good names last week. Was it John?
Oh, wait, Joe. How about, hey, Dallas, this is for you, man. World of Puncraft. World of Puncraft. Just workshop that. Come back to me. Just
World
stew.
of Puncraft.
Yep.
one of the characters has a DJ thing, and he's walking around shooting people while he's DJing.
That would be amazing.
I wonder. I wonder what that means. All right, we'll see.
We were doing it as a joke. Sean's like mapping it out.
Yeah,
he's like, I can make that work. Pun's chipping in for the trailer.
It is true. Simple fact is the general public is seeing the crypto kid making tons of money and is taking a good look now.
Yeah. Trailer tomorrow. I'll have some updates. Do a little updates tomorrow, but we'll do a full. We should actually do some kind of cinematic presentation thing, even if it's a couple minutes or whatever, just something really quick. But yeah, we should do something.
Okay.
Nice. That's true.
Forgot I had this up. All right. Here we go. Dallas, DynaMMO Con?
Namicon.
I don't know if that flows off the tongue as much.
Can I buy a vowel? I don't know.
To abbreviate that one. Good one, though. We had a couple good ones last week. I need to go look it up now.
Yeah.
All right.
The code name is DynaMMO, DynaMMO, right? But I think that would be more like a internal project name. We need a real name.
Cool. Yep. We should definitely solicit that. So. Yeah, John, man, we got to get you on the show one of these nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on up. I just send the link. Keith, you should line some people up. I'll just send him the link.
Yeah, we definitly should.
See if Puncraft has the guts to come on. John,
that'd be awesome.
Come on. I'll end with this. predictions.
Ooh.
Is Bitcoin going to hit 60 before it hits 30 or 40?
I think we retrace. Yeah, I think we retrace a little bit. I think there's a little profit taken in the cards. And again, a spectacular run. You never get hurt taking a profit. So I see a little pullback.
I'm going to give a medium term prediction of 100,000 December 31st. That's what I think.
Ooh,
Really?
Ooh. Yep. Now who's the permable Papa Bear?
Well,
that is
it
impressive.
may bounce all over the place, at least for the next 2-3 weeks. But yeah. Yep.
Well, if Bitcoin hits 100,000, then Ethereum would at least hit 10. Then
I would imagine, yeah. I mean, I don't. You could easily see 5 or 6 by the end of the year. I think as people come back the next week is like the deadest week of the year.
Yeah.
Right. All the fundamentals are so positive. They cannot ship enough shipping containers to the United States for us to buy stuff. Like they're talking about a Christmas with empty shelves because people are so flush with cash trying to buy stuff. There's so much cash in the system chasing yield, and this sector is what's giving it. So, and it just feeds on itself. So, yep, I'm going to say Bitcoin 100,000 by December.
wow.
But it may bounce around.
I like that. We should tag that. That, Joe.
Tag it.
80,
But I tell you
100K.
what, one thing that was in the news that is fake news: Cardano will not be hitting 150. There's a fake story in the news that went crazy on Twitter. I started tweeting at people. The account got taken down that did it. And Charles came out saying that it was a lie, that he never said that. That's what's scary. And I mean, we see fake news everywhere, but this market especially, you put out some fake news that gets some touches a little bit, and it really runs the market.
Pump and dump.
Yeah. Hold on. No Puncraft. No Solana
Puncraft
150. No DynaMMO Coin 150.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I'm mad. I've been working so hard on other stuff. I missed the whole Solana thing. I wasn't even paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I should have thought of that. I mean, it was so obvious that was going to happen with everything going on with NFTs.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's why we have a really good story too with the NFTs. So we just got to tell it.
Yep. Now you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows about it,
yes.
So that's,
yes.
Now that we have some front-facing stuff, now we can start to do all those kind of marketing things that we want to do. So, yep.
Smoke that Hopapun.
Hopium.
No, but Hopium. I was trying to put Puncraft in there. Hopium, but I was trying to create a Puncraft in the Hopium.
We gotta get Jenny back.
No, Jenny ran because we weren't. We didn't get sad when she was ragging on us.
Okay.
Just like that other guy. What was the other one that took off and hasn't come back?
Hector the Hector.
Hector the Hector.
Hector the Heckler.
All right, Crypto Van, get home.
Yep.
Crypto Van needs to go home. Yeah, got a long
Crypto
day. I got to
Van
go to Westchester tomorrow for another long shoot.
Nice.
Yay. All right.
But no tears, dude. You were with supermodels and TV anchors today, so no tears for Joe today.
Shot 4 cameras by myself.
Supermodels. All right,
guys.
All right.